What's up and welcome guys, my name's Luke Martin with ChopstickTravel.com and today is our second day of 5 of our East Coast tour with Joystour Taiwan. So they have taken us today to a place called Ma Tai. It's a wetland ecological park, and I would never have been able to find this place on my own if it wasn't for Joystour. So that is why I recommend them, because they're so good at finding all these places, and anywhere you see on this video or any of my other videos, they can take you there too. So this morning we're going to be sampling some traditional Taiwanese Aboriginal food, lots of different things. We're also going to be pounding and making mochi. So I'm really excited. Let's go see what we get up to. Right beside me here, they are actually steaming the rice that we will be pounding into mochi later on. And they're just doing it right on a wood fire, open flame. This Ma Tai wetland ecological park is absolutely beautiful. There's so much diversity of plants here, and very traditional way of the Taiwanese Aboriginals living is shown here. It's absolutely beautiful. So we're making the traditional mochi by pounding the sticky rice, and this is a big wooden mortar here, and he's just filled it up with this red sticky rice, and then this is the pestle. It's stone on the bottom, bamboo in the middle, and then wooden on the top part here. So really cool. I'm gonna try it out. It looks pretty hard. Oh, it's actually quite difficult. It's really sticky, and then the pestle is quite heavy because it's made of stone, but it's already starting to get into the mochi consistency. And also they were telling us that this red rice that we're using is only grown in Hualien, this area of Taiwan. So that's pretty interesting. Should be delicious. Well, the final step to making the mochi is after it's sat for a little bit, you just need to pull it apart into small pieces and put it in peanuts. Oh, it's very, very hot and extremely sticky. Right, there. I'll take my gloves off. Okay, I'm gonna taste one. I'll go for this one here. Oh, there's definitely sugar in there too. Yeah, nice and warm and chewy. So we're seeing how they're preparing our lunch today, and you can see right behind me here, they're grilling up these fish, whole fish, salted, just rubbed in salt, and they've got the fish over here live in the water, and we're just watching her prepare our dish. It looks and smells amazing. They're cooking right over charcoal. It is extremely hot, but you can see they're getting golden crispy. So those fish looked incredible, salt rubbed fish on charcoal, and now we're watching them prepare a second dish, and this is a stone hot pot. So they're heating the stones in this fire here, and they are a special type of green marble, they said, and then put right into the bamboo hot pot. It looks incredible.
This is wild. This is the ball.
So we just watched them prepare a couple dishes, and the hot pot is ready to eat. So I'm gonna fill my bowl up, and it looks like we've got some fish in here. Get some of that, and tons of these like mountain veggies. So put a couple of those in. Oh, that's a lot actually. And then just get a little bit of soup. Alright. Let's take that back to our seat and try it. Next up is the famous Hualien red rice. Hefty serving of that. Oh man, that's so fragrant. Alright. Okay, we're gonna try the hot pot first. I'm just gonna sip this broth to taste it. Oh wow. Oh awesome. It has like a very slight fish flavor, and a little bit salty, and then really kind of herbally from all these mountain vegetables. Let's try some of these now. Oh man, that's so good. So they actually repeated the process of putting the hot stones in about 4 or 5 times, and apparently you can only use the same stone 3 times and then it will break. So try pieces of fish next. That fish is a little bit bony, but really good. Extremely soft fish, but this broth is where all that flavor is coming from. And like I said, this is a traditional Taiwanese Aboriginal food. And next up is this. This is the red Hualien red rice. Only grows in this area of Taiwan, and this smells so fragrant. It's almost like florally. And this is the same rice that we made the mochi from too. That's really good. Okay, let's try this salt crusted fish. And that is a meaty looking fish there. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh wow. Wow. Extremely soft. And oh man, just a slight salty flavor. They mentioned that the water in this area is so clean that they don't have to use any additional spices or sauces, but instead just the natural fish flavor and a little bit of salt. That's really good. Chase that with some red rice. Oh yeah, this is good. Just finished off with our Aboriginal Taiwanese meal. That was my first time having this style of cuisine and it was absolutely delicious. Extremely healthy and nutritious tasting, really fresh ingredients. And I think that's it for our time here at Taiwan. And we are heading down south to Taidong. So let's go. So we have come to our next spot. This is called Liushi Danshan, which is a mountain, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's raining just a little bit, but that's okay. And what this mountain is so famous for is the probably millions of these. These are, I think they're golden lilies. And anyway, they're a type of lily and they're absolutely beautiful. They're all over the place and they give it this nice like orange color everywhere. The whole hillside is just draped in orange from all these lilies and it makes it just so like magical. It's beautiful. And you can see down in the valley, we are high above Hualien County here on the east coast of Taiwan. So I think we are going to be moving along here pretty quickly. We're not spending too much time, but it is absolutely beautiful. These lilies are gorgeous. But this is quite a popular spot with tourists, reasonably so though. And we are heading south down the east coast of Taiwan, heading towards Taidong. So we're just going to taste these deep fried golden lilies, the ones that we were just frolicking in the meadow, and we're just standing right in front of a huge pile of them. So I've never had this before. It doesn't really have much of a taste. It's kind of just deep fried batter, a little bit salty, and he topped it with some salt and pepper too. We have arrived in Taidong County and we have just stopped at a rice paddy. So we're going to actually get a tour from the farmer of this paddy and his rice mill.
这个米子就是插这样的稻子哦，现在我们这个还不到1个月，还不到1个，才25天而已。啊，这个已经。
Okay.
哎，这个已经1个多月了。哎，这个差不多在2个礼拜过后有没有？这个就会有那个有水有没有？就是打开这个，这里哈就会有那个水。现在还没有，要在2个礼拜以后。
We are just walking around a rice paddy with the farmer here, and we're walking on these extremely narrow pathways, but it is really beautiful out here. Taidong now we are in. Taidong is famous for its rice, and this rice he told us is about 20 25 days old. It'll take about 4 months until it is complete. So as I said, we are now in Taiwan, and the farmer was just telling us why the rice is so famous in this area, and it's several reasons. Apparently it gets lots of sunshine year-round, and also because the plates, the tectonic plates, this is a different plate we're on than on the west side of Taiwan. Apparently the mud has better minerals for growing, and also we are at a higher altitude than most rice paddies in Taiwan. So that is why apparently the rice is the best here.
So
it will turn yellow or gold. So you can throw it.
Right.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, okay.
所以才30公分，25至30公分这样啊，这个才是结倒粒，跟麦一样，搓碎搓出来。
So we are inside of the factory now, learning about how they mill the rice and how it's produced. I actually have no idea, so it's gonna be a learning experience. So behind me, this is massive bags of rice, but it hasn't had the husk removed, so it's fresh from the paddy. But just check out this. There is like 10 of these massive bags of rice, and they're just filled to the brim. So the rice in here is what it looks like before the husk is removed. So you can see it kind of has a small shell, brown shell on top of it. And then over here, he's got some that has the husk removed.
会有那个黑点是因为遇到焚风。
So it's this machine or these machines behind me that actually remove the rice husk. Pretty cool. And there is a kitty cat in the rice. Check this out. I hope he doesn't use that as a litter box. That is it for today. Everything we did today has been awesome, and riding around in this vehicle has been so nice. It is extremely comfortable, and Joystour has been really good to us, taking us to all kinds of places that I certainly would not have been able to find on my own here on the east coast of Taiwan. I'd have to say that the highlight for me today was that traditional Taiwanese Aboriginal food, especially that salt-crusted fish. It was so delicious. And then learning about how rice is made, and also that Lily Mountain we visited was so beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is part 2 of 5 vlogs that I'm going to be posting on our East Coast tour. And if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comment section, and subscribe so you can see the rest of the videos. And thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow.